Now, the first thing I do when I'm drawing any sort of a landscape is I start with the horizon line. And I don't like my horizon line to be perfectly straight. I also don't necessarily need it to be right in the center of my paper. I might decide that I want to make some mountains or something like that on the horizon. The horizon line is this line that shows where the sky touches the ground in my picture. So anything that's on the horizon or touching the horizon line or below the horizon line is going to be something that is on the ground. I might decide I want to make like a river going off into the distance, and you might notice that my river gets wider as it comes to the bottom of my paper, and it gets skinnier, almost comes to a point when it gets on the horizon. That's because things closer to us are going to look bigger, and things farther away are going to look smaller. So if I'm drawing a tree and I want it to look far away, I might make it look kind of small, like this. But if I want a tree that looks like it's up close, I might make it nice and big, like this. And that difference between the big and the small tree, that's what helps it to make my picture look a little bit more 3D, like things are near and far. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When I'm drawing a picture, I usually try to think about having something interesting in all different parts of my paper. So I've got a tree over here, I've got the mountains here, I've got clouds up in the sky. I might make a big arcing sort of sun up in the sky. Maybe it's going to be sunrise or sunset behind those mountains. Maybe I'm gonna draw flowers or something, or maybe I'm just gonna leave this as a nice green ground. But I want to try to make my picture balanced by having stuff spread all around my picture. I might add some clouds in the sky up here, peeking up behind my tree, like this. But I always start by sketching everything out. And as this is starting to look pretty good to me, I think it's about time I'm going to start coloring with crayons. A good strategy is to first outline the shape that I want to color. Like I'm going to outline that tree. I'm going to draw a line around this. And then I color it in solidly with my crayon. Notice I'm not trying to color across the whole sky. I just colored like a little row here. Then I move my hand and I color another little row here. And then I move my hand and color another little row here. My hand is moving, not my whole arm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's important. That's how I color nice and neatly and solidly, is by making little movements with my hand instead of my whole arm. Now, if I want to make my sky a little bit more colorful, I might decide to color a little bit of red closer to the sun. I might mix in a little bit of orange in the sky. I might think about those sunrise and sunset colors and make my sky a little bit more colorful. And one of the things I like about crayons is I can layer one crayon on top of another and mix those colors to get something new and different. If you look carefully, as I colored my sky, this is what my red looked like just on the white paper. This is what my red looks like on top of the blue. The two mix and make that purple. So I can color my sky lots of different ways, but I color a little bit at a time. And I personally like to mix colors to create different variations. Okay?